Hi, good morning. My name is Martin Soliani, and I'm here to present this wine that is a Torrontés from Cafayate from the northwestern part of Argentina. So first, in the first slide, we have a picture of the winery, Burbujas de Altura. It's a family-run business that produces very nice sparkling wine, as well as still wine, like this Torrontés we have here, whose name is Tinquiao. So first, I would like to go to the location of this winery. It's in the northwestern part of Argentina, in the NOA, specifically in the Cafayate Valley. We can see it there on the left and also on the right, the distance from the capital, from Salta city, which is a province where Cafayate is located. This is a very interesting geology. The soil is very dry. It's a semi-desertic climate. It's a deep sandy soil, and the conditions here are pretty extreme. The diurnal shift is extreme, goes from very hot, warm days and very cold nights. So this is very good for the quality and the health of the grapes. This is a family. We have two of the members of the whole family that works in the vineyard. We have Tania Hoyt and Andres Hoyt. Hoyt is a surname from Norway. That's the origin of this family. But they are all Argentinians, all from Salta, and they started producing wine and selling grapes to other vineyards in the late 80s. They decided a few years after to produce their own wines with their own label, and that's what they do. She is the enologist and the sommelier of the vineyard, and he is the agronomy engineer of the vineyard. We have a bunch right here of the Torrontés, which we called the national grape. Even though some people would say it's a Spanish, this is a mix between the Moscatel from Alexandria and the small Criolla or Creole grape, also from Spain. We can see the characteristics of the soil in the picture on the left and some of the new leaves growing there in one of the previous seasons. Some more pictures of the vineyard. They have their own lot. It's a very small property, but they produce high quality wines. So you can see the workers with the boxes there. These are boxes of 15 kilos. Usually is 1 or 2 per worker. And as soon as they start the harvest, like here, we have Andres, the agronomy engineer and father of Tania, hand-picking the bunches. They do that in late January or early February. They do it before the red varieties, and they do it in the morning just to have this fresh start of the day and to do it in very low temperatures. So you can see the boxes there. Once this is ready, they will bring them to these boxes over there and to be selected, to be steamed. You have the steam bath right there. And of course, then we have the other process of the white wine vinification. This is the selection table where they would be obviously selecting the best bunches. Then there would be, as I said, before that, the steaming. They have a vertical press machine. They're going to have this free run wine. First, it's 100% free run wine. They don't have a second or third press for this Torrontés. And then they will bring it to these tanks where the must or juice will go through cold settling for 2 days, in this case, 3 to 5 degrees Celsius, just to clarify the juice and to separate sediments and clear the must. After that, it goes to the fermentation tank. They will rack the wine to the fermentation tank, and the fermentation process takes 2 to 3 weeks until, well, all the sugar is transformed into alcohol. Then they're going to add that's the process when they add the cultured yeast, sometimes a little tartaric acid to, add a little acidity to this white. And finally, of course, after this fermentation process for 2 or 3 weeks, at about 7 to 15, in this case, degrees Celsius, it would just, have a short contact with lees to add a little more volume to this Torrontés, and then, yes, filtration, stabilization, and clarification before labeling and bottling. We have the labeling right there. And we have the front and back label of the wine that I have right here, the Tin Kiao. Tin Kiao is a very interesting concept that refers to a tipsy person. It's a very local word from the slang of Cafayate, meaning, as I said, tipsy, not drunk, but happy. So I like the name, I like the wine, and I like the label that has part of the mountains where this wine is produced. We have the technical sheet right here with more information. The most important part of this technical sheet, in my opinion, has to do with the altitude. This is a high altitude wine. It's over a little over 18,000 meters over the sea level. It's a vineyard. The vineyard age is 25 years. It's 100 Torrontés, 100% Torrontés variety. And, well, it has some suggestions for pairing that later we will cover. Yes, I'm ready for tasting. I don't know you, but I would like to taste this wine. I will serve a little bit more in my tasting glass. And of course, we have to go through the sight, smell, and taste, or also the 5S, as I like saying, the see, swirl, sniff, sip, and savor. But first, let's go with our eyes to the visual face. This is a very clear, limpid, healthy white wine. I can say that it's a bright yellow, very clear color. Yeah, it has some green hues, and it looks very nice in the eye. Let's see in our nose. This variety is very fragrant. It's very fresh. In this case, it's very aromatic. White flowers. It's a very floral nose. When it comes in our mouth, we can feel already the weight. For a white, it has a medium weight, a medium body. Torrontés is medium plus acid. The acidity is really good. It's very rounded, I would say. Nose and mouth are really, really pleasant. It has some citrus, some floral, maybe some peach in my mouth. But overall, it's a really, really pleasant and delicious Torrontés. Well, some more information here for us to see. I like seeing this circle on the left that shows that Argentina is the main producer of this variety. And, well, some of the primary flavors when you have to describe these Torrontés. When it comes to pairing, I would definitely go to a traditional or regional pairing with the local empanadas. They can be fried or baked in an oven, in an clay oven, which is the best, because they get a great balance between the freshness of the Torrontés and this fat content of the empanada. After one bite, you're gonna feel like having another sip of this Torrontés. It's a great balance between the flavors. They complement and highlight the flavor of the food and of the wine. And of course, it has to do with the culture of the region. So these are the best kind of pairing in my opinion. And the conclusion would be that, well, it's a family-run business done with all their hearts. They respect the land where they live, where they were born. It's a very sustainable production. It's a very natural wine. They protect the environment. They are not organic certified, but they do have a very natural production using all natural things to control their pests. So I would say that this is a great representative of the soul of Cafayate, and it's a very delicious Torrontés. Salud, and thank you.